Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. I'm your host, as always, Nico Skillo, or Scottahawk, and I am joined by Riley57. He is here, I promise. Anyway, so back to what we were talking about before I started the stream. I was looking up ways to build confidence today, and the number one I found is called the 100 Rejection Challenge. In short, you're supposed to get rejected by people for doing for asking to do things that are obviously retarded. Such as, number one, ask a stranger. Ask a stranger, someone you walk up to some rando on the street and ask for $100. Just ask if you can borrow $100. I can hardly walk up to people I know and ask for a Froster, which is like $3. How the hell am I gonna ask someone I don't know for $100? And as it goes from 1 to 100, the most tame one I seen was go play soccer in somebody else's backyard. I can do that because I have a neighbor that's really nice. So I can be like, hey, can I play soccer in your backyard for like 5 minutes? And it's okay. Yeah, I cannot.
That's kind of against the...
I know. It's supposed to be go to someone you obviously don't know. Kiva, to bring you up to speed, I was looking up ways to build confidence today. The number one way is the 100 rejection challenge, where you are supposed to go up to people you obviously don't know, because there were some that was like, oh, go to a specific store and ask for something retarded. Like, one of them was, I think,
hey,
go to
could you fuck me?
No,
so.
like
Good.
something that's obvious. It was more along the lines of going to Burger King asking for a double Big Mac. It was more along the lines of that. Like, go to one restaurant ordering something that's clearly not from there. But I have a hard enough time...
I think mine's more fun.
Stepping inside.
Yeah, I'd have a hard enough time getting there. Okay, so, story. There was one time where I was walking home from school when I went to North, and I was like, I want a Wendy's chicken sandwich. So I stopped at Wendy's. There was me and the people that worked there, and there was like one elderly couple. That's it. Zero noise. Zero things that could freak me out. And yet, because I am in an area talking to people I don't know about some shit that I want but don't really want to make it apparent, I was like, hey, can I have this? And then I was so, paralyzed that I couldn't get the order right 100%. So that was the first time let me finish my story, and you'll find out why that does, in fact, matter.
No, I'm just saying, fucking up an order does not matter.
Again, let me finish my story. You'll understand. I fucked up saying it, so I don't have a good reaction to certain food going into my system, obviously. So I ordered my ultimate chicken grill from Wendy's. Forgot to say anything after that other than, I want it as a combo with a root beer. And I got the sandwich, and I was like, okay, well, I obviously fucked this up on myself, so I'm going to try and see how it goes.
Usually you have to tell people if you don't want the combo. Usually
yeah.
You just auto-assume
No, I wanted the combo. The thing is, I can't consume mayonnaise or tomatoes or lettuce in certain amounts. I can't eat most things. So if I order a ultimate chicken grill, there's heavy mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato, and I think something else on it that I couldn't eat. And I took a bite and I tried to swallow, and my body was like, hell no. So it just came up instantly.
It's just like me if I randomly just assume that there might be avocados on a fucking thing, which, by the way, a lot of things have avocados on them nowadays.
In the States?
I just assume everything has fucking avocados in it. And at this point, I'm sick of it. So, you give me an avocado thing, fuck it, I'm eating something else.
Kiva walks into a fucking McDonald's. Hey, can I get an extra large fry with no avocado?
Meanwhile, the issue is you.
Sorry, what?
So here's the thing. In the States, I don't remember what state, but there is a McDonald's chain where you can go and ask for avocado fries. They're obviously healthier than normal fries from McDonald's, but you also want to die because of how they look. Because it looks like you're eating cucumber, but it's being fried and salted.
So, you see,
vigorously.
Riley, the funny thing, just like what he just said, is we make sweet potato fries at school.
Those are supposed to be amazing.
For you.
Yeah,
Those are so.
Fries are actually good.
On another note, apparently sweet potato fries and Nutella is amazing together.
That sounds disgusting.
But apparently, if you try it, it's apparently really good.
For people with no taste buds, shock face, get out of my life.
Kiba, I have no taste buds apparently, but I don't know how I would feel about that.
The most disgusting pizza sub from Subway order. I just get a fucking pizza sub, but most people it's like, pizza,
it's a pizza
like
sub,
olives or like olives or onions on it or something. Nope, I get a pizza sub. What do I get? Oh, I'll take lettuce, pickles, cucumber, mayo, and barbecue sauce. On a pizza sub.
Some of those things don't go together.
I mean, there's still that meme on the internet of mixing pineapple with food, which actually in certain cases is something you need to do to make the food edible.
One of them eats acids and people put it on pizza, which is grease. Which
in some cases, it makes it so that it does work out, because say if you have something spicy, pineapple can kind of balance it out. And the sausage that they use on Hawaiian pizza some places is a little spicy, so the pineapple's supposed to give it a balance.
It doesn't work. I'm just saying there's certain things that you don't go together. Hey, if you're going to go eat so
that's what it's supposed to do. The idea is if you're going to put pineapple on something, usually it's something that has another taste that needs to be balanced out a little bit. Whether it be this thing has an unrealistic amount of spice on it. Pop some pineapple on that bitch while it's cooking and it becomes a little bit more tolerable. Or if it's like you have the stupid hot toppings on a burger, put a slice of pineapple in there and it becomes tolerable. Unless you put too much, and then it becomes, if it's too thick, and then it goes from tolerable to it goes from tolerable to super sweet out of nowhere. It doesn't necessarily make it taste extremely like pineapple, it just makes it taste sweeter or more balanced. It is supposed to be a balancer. Shit that happens when I have nothing else to do and I decide, hey, I'm gonna watch the Food Network for about 14 hours.
So, Riley, on your note of things randomly having avocado in it, apparently people substitute olive oil with random meshes and grindings of certain other things, which means it is entirely possible that someone substitutes certain grease for avocado oil. Which means
American vegans are retarded.
It's not Americans, it's everywhere, which is stupid.
Here, the only place I know of that actually utilizes avocados at all is called the Avocado Bar. Which, if they didn't use avocados at the Avocado Bar, then they have been misinforming people for a while.
Your marketing scheme isn't working.
You done
People keep
goof.
coming in and asking for avocados.
I have another story about when I was out today. So there's this event that goes on with Circle K here where you can get a medium froster and you can win some shit. And we had winnings for the store. You can go in and you can get a can of soda or a little bag of Maynards or something like that. And we were out. Swedish berries. It's just a chewy snack, yeah. It's a chewy snack.
Swedish fish.
Yeah.
Fuzzy peaches.
Gummy bears. Anyway, it's a brand of chewy treat. And we went to one over by the library that we were at. And we went in, and we brought over... I had made my drink, I made my brother a drink, because what would have happened had everything gone well at that one is I would have gotten my drink as the only thing I paid for. So my medium, a small, 2 sodas, and a bag of bag of candy. What ended up happening was the guy who was working was like, oh, you can only... The only thing you can get with the bag of Maynards is a 60-gram bag of Maynards, which, by the way, doesn't exist. They don't sell them here. It's 65. That's the smallest bag you can get. So,
Well, I mean,
the guy was
that might
looking
be
at my
good.
mom dead in the eyes as she was looking, and he was like, if there is no 60, you can't get it. And then I was
That's
like,
called
okay.
Not being, that's called not
He didn't
being,
want to give us anything for free, is what was happening effectively. And then I was like, okay, well,
At a
before the
minimum,
before the
usually-
candy incident, I was like, okay, so the way that the Cokes work is you can get a Coke or Coke product, because that's what it's supposed
He
to
doesn't
be.
know what Coke products are Cokes.
There
Yes.
are 2 different stores I have ever been to with a free Coke that understand that it's not just a Coke. Like
Coke.
there, even at the
Coke,
one I walked
Pepsi,
to, the one that
Kid.
me and Riley, you remember, the one that we walked to,
Yeah.
that one, they have new people that come in, or the owner, their daughter
Yeah,
sometimes
that's because
works,
they
and I'll go
hire-
in and I'll
That's
be
because
like,
they hire
hey,
people that know how to read.
yeah, apparently. The one I
That's
go
called
to
knowing
has smart
people
people.
and getting a job
The
where you
one
don't
down a
belong.
little bit farther also does smart people. But like the one I can walk to, I've gone there so much that now they just assume that while they're training someone, I'm gonna walk in and ask for and like get a Froster. So when someone's like, "Well, I'm new," I'm like, "Ha ho!" Then I have information for you. I have cheat codes for you for your job that I don't have because of how often I come in here. So what it's supposed to be is you can get any, like, the size is obviously set in stone. Like, I couldn't go in with a free Coke and get a 2-liter. Nah, I have to get, like, whatever it says. It's just I can get whatever of that size Coke product I want. So I can get a Coke, Canada Dry, which is ginger ale, a Sprite. Just so long as it is a Coke product, I can get it with one free. Same with the Maynards. So long as it is a Maynard's product that meets the relative size, I'm good. And yet, motherfucker.
that's
So,
one of those things-
Mom was on the border of decking a Pakistani man today.
Okay, that
'Cause he
might
couldn't
be a
read.
problem, but, you know.
Well, it was because
Okay,
he was
but
giving us such a
part
hard
of it-
time.
Part
If
of
he
it
wasn't
is
giving us
maybe
such...
not being able to read.
Well, here's what
part
it
of
was.
it might be not.
He
just
was new.
improvising something
He
that's
was 100%
wrong.
a new employee, but he wasn't reading. He would just look at it and be like, "Oh, all I see here is Coke, so you can only get Coke, and if it isn't 60 milligram bag of Maynards, you can't get it at all." So he wasn't like even trying to be nice about it. He was just being an ass. So Mom was about to like smack him and grab my card and just leave. Problem is, once they stamp it, you can't get the card back. So I had buy one. Effectively, if I bought a medium or any other size, I would have gotten a small one for free. What ended up happening is, because he was being such a tool, we didn't buy anything and I lost the card. So that sucked.
I mean, that's just how it works sometimes.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it any better.
That's called life. Can't get what you want. And not everybody plays by the same rules.
Yeah, some
would've
people forget to
fucking-
read.
Some people don't know the rules.
I would have forced him to fucking read it. Or
Yeah,
better
but if he
yet, I
doesn't
would have been.
understand,
Yeah,
there's
the thing
nothing
is,
you can
I know
do
you're
about
violent.
it.
I would have literally
Yeah.
just been like, "All right, you know what? Call your manager.
Yeah, he might not know how to do that.
I want to talk
by
to
the
this
way.
man right fucking now."
The actual, honest, real problem is he might not have known how to call
Probably
the
not
manager.
know how to do that.
He didn't seem like he knew
Or he
a whole
doesn't even,
lot.
might not even know who that manager is.
Because it was, oh, I can smell the muffins. So it was like, this man, yeah, this man, like, this was like
man's
his first
straight
week.
from Pakistan.
Yeah, like, he just got
Possible.
here and he was like, hey, I'll work. Seems
I have
good.
to work. Give me a job, so it goes to
I
bottom
will
of the
quote
barrel.
unquote do job.
Yeah, I will do job. I never said I'd do it well, but I'll do job. You didn't ask me to be good at it.
I mean, I had a...
Yeah, so that was a thing. Also, at the library, I actually found something hilarious. I got both Wolfenstein games, the new ones, Wolfenstein The Next Order, or The New Order, and Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus. So, whenever I get bored, I can just put like 12 hours into beating both of these games one time, and then probably never playing them again unless they're really good. And then I actually found the first 2 volumes of something, which was weird enough.
Oh shit, where's my fucking notebook?
I found the first 2 volumes of a manga series, which I've never seen at that library before. For Bleach, they have like 50 plus. For Naruto, they have 61 on. Like they have the weird numbers. They have like volume 4 and 7 for Hunter x Hunter. Like they just kind of
X-Hunter.
It's Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah, I think it's great. Get over it.
Hunter x Hunter is great. Shut up, you.
No, I said Hunter x Hunter as in Hunter fuck Hunter. Great.
Okay, Kiba, you need to calm down, buddy.
Is there something wrong with 2 hunters engaging in sexual interaction, Kiba?
Nope.
Maybe.
I'm just not
fucking
involved.
think so.
There might be. It depends. If you mean Hosaka, then yes. There are many things wrong with that. Because he is a creepy clown.
About Hunter x Hunter, so there's that.
It's supposed to be.
I only know it exists.
If you watch either the English or Japanese versions, when they say it as the opening of like this episode or next episode on Hunter x Hunter, that the X apparently is just non-existent. It's there, but it's only there to show you that it exists. It's not there as like
there to show
hey,
you that the name isn't stupid.
This matters. Nah, it's just Hunter x Hunter. The X, it's there to make it look cool, like it's supposed to be cross swords or something. Is it? No. That what it's supposed to look like? Yes. It's not what happens, but
the X isn't actually supposed to be pointed out.
Yeah, it exists for some reason.
It's there just to add more visual to the name and make
some
it look
flair.
more interesting. Helps catch your eye.
Alright, that should hopefully...
Unless you see Hosaka first, in which case, well, then the thing that's catching your eye is a creepy clown that throws gum at you and then takes control over your body. Because creepy clowns are creepy.
Shocked face, tell me something I didn't know.
I'm pretty sure his Nen thing is called bungee gum, and if he touches you, he then controls you with something that looks kind of like gum. Still magical powers, but it's kind of like gum.
I mean, at least it's less overpowered than, hey, let me ask you a question, and if you answer it, I get to fucking mind control you.
Yeah. It's also less overpowered than Gon's Rage Boner. Because that shit ages him by 30 years. So, shit. There's literally an instance of the show is Gon gets so pissed off at something, he gets so angry and powerful that he just ages till he's about 30. And then that just becomes a natural thing that nobody's ever like, how the hell did that happen? They're like, hey, you're 48 now. Nice. Why is that nice? How are you going from this? I don't even think he's 18 when he like the show first starts. I think he's like 12. He's like barely older than a Pokemon trainer, and yet like when you start a Pokemon game, Pokemon trainer, not in the show or the other ones that aren't you, where you can fight like 3-year-olds with Pokemon that are stronger than you for some reason. Pokemon is weird. It's a mom and her son. Her son has a level 100 Dragonite. Mom has a level 50 Geodude.
Very, very nice mama.
Mom has a level 50 Geodude, and baby has a level 100 Dragonite that can perfectly understand him for no reason.
About a Dragonite?
Did I seriously... I fucking put my book away. God damn it. Time to die.
Also, there might be an instance after the stream where I go downstairs so that I can be in a room that isn't 100 degrees. It's like I'm gonna move my shit to the basement again just so that I can breathe and sleep, maybe.
Pen size for 1 to 4 pixels. Pen size.
On another note, I got this thing on my phone called Amino. And it's like, you can join chat groups based on shit you like and talk to other people who like it. I joined one for Dark Souls. And,
Somebody immediately tried to suck his dick.
This is 32 by 32.
let me explain, because you're not as far off as you should be. Someone said I'd suck Lorian. That person's name is Groovy Grindaw.
What a lovely name.
Yep.
Whatever.
There's also Glitchy Gray, Yami's left nut.
I like that one.
Enough to be the right nut. Sad.
There's one and it's like Lassus Preach, but the A is funny looking. There was somebody else whose thing was just Gerald.
Correct.
Just Gerald. Not even like Geralt or something. No, just Gerald. Oh, and there's apparently someone in here named Mia, who works from 6 to 9 in the morning, so that's interesting.
Drawing area. I want it to be.
Also, someone just started infinite dabbing for some reason, and I'm like, I'm gonna ignore that. I just noticed Yami, the guy named Yami's left nut, posted, one of his posts recently was suck my left nut instead. Oh, someone straight up just named their thing Gwendolyn. Neat. Wasn't that the little, Kiba, wasn't that the little, like, tendril snaky boy-girl thing that we kill? And make everything dark?
The kid?
Yeah, the little one.
It's also the name of Ben's cousin from Ben 10.
Gwendolyn. Yeah.
Yeah. Her name is Gwen. Full name is Gwendolyn.
Yeah.
Well, her full first name. I can't be bothered to remember her last name. It's not Tennyson.
I don't.
Because
they do have a last name, but they barely ever.
I know that. I know that.
Said commonly.
I know that Ben and Grandpa are Tennyson. I just don't remember what Gwen is.
Yeah.
For some reason, I have the feeling it is also still Tennyson, but
no, it's not. I can guarantee you that.
All right. I feel the need to have a sudden search engine.
1 second. Now I'm gonna Google it.
Okay.
I'm on it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh.
And these two, those two.
I like the spelling.
Okay, apparently
Tennyson.
Gwen Tennyson.
Tennyson.
It's spelled Tennyson. Tennyson.
Yeah, that's dumb as fuck.
It's hilarious.
Tennyson.
Tennyson.
My God, I didn't realize she was Japanese.
Tennyson. Everything is Japanese, Kiva, in some way or another. I'm not necessarily wrong at this point.
Doesn't mean I like it.
No, but no one said you had to like
I
it.
also...
Pretty sure they did.
No.
Said that at the board.
Isn't Ben himself, like, fucking... Isn't his voice actor female?
I think
I
so.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah,
considering...
the first voice actor was Tara Strong. Also had Yuri Lowenthal, which is a guy. Claudia Schmid. Or Schmid?
2 girls and 2 dudes.
Yeah.
And apparently, both of the chicks and one of the dudes voiced him in the first season, or the first series. That's interesting. F the newest series of that, by the way.
The teen version or whatever?
The newest version of Ben 10, the animation is horrible.
The Omniverse one or
No, the newest one that's just called Ben 10. Like, it's supposed to be like a retelling but instead of it's essentially the difference in the way it looks is like Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go. The graphic style is like, yeah, that's not how that works. That's new and uncomfortable.
That's weird.
Because it goes from like normal animation to a borderline creepy Pixar animation. It's really awkward and uncomfortable, and I don't like it. And then the transformations that he actually gets, like I think there was an episode where you get to see Heat Blast, and Heat Blast doesn't look like Heat Blast. He just looks like a really tall guy that's hotter than the average person. Like because of the animation, the transformations don't look the same. So things that should look awesome don't look awesome at all. They look very lame.
Wrecking Ball now just looks like a gerbil covered in plastic.
Yeah, actually. That's a real thing.
That sounds terrifying.
Well, I mean, the most terrifying transformation in the new show is there's a thing and it's an alien, but it looks like it's made of Lego, so that's terrifying, not for the reason of it looks intimidating, it's for the reason of everyone stepped on a Lego in their life, and they know how it feels. It's incredibly and unfortunately terrible. Oh, I wonder if the analytics page is fixed on YouTube's. Yes. Oh, we're at 26 minutes. There's been so many instances of me just stopping for a minute. I apologize for that. I'm obviously off today.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 part. That's correct. This probably gonna look better with color. Inside color. This look nice to me.
Alright, well, before I do that...
Alright. Oh boy. Those are fun MacGuffins and Jack. First. 'Cause they never appear again.
It's fucking eggs. Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, Kiva, guess what happened with Smite recently? Golden Blade is at a...
Yeah, 15 gig patch, I'm aware.
Yeah, the one that
Jesus
contains Golden Blade,
Christ.
the Hera event, and new Heart Seeker that hunters can use.
Jesus fucking Christ, 15 gigs.
Yeah, Smite's big. It's very likely that we're probably gonna have to get rid of it soon. Because it's gonna get too big.
Again, I'm literally after all the matches go through the 8th of next month, I think, is when about the time that all of them should be done.
That's about time the first part should be done.
Well,
after the tournament we're on right now, there's one more tournament before the end of the season.
Yeah, but that's a different season. That wouldn't be the same ticket.
It's the same season. Still part of season 5.
When the fuck does the final ticket come out? Do we only have so many?
No, it's still on the same ticket. It just they won't put it up until it gets way, way closer, which I think it's in like December.
Well, the point of the matter is the matches for this season are practically over.
Yeah, there's only
so
like
I'm gonna get whatever
the
I
rest
can,
of
like,
what we're in right now, and then the next one, and then we're done. And then it's a matter of if you guys want to keep it, you can. If not, probably not. But we're probably going to need to delete it for Fallout 76 anyway. Because that bitch is going to be huge.
My plan is to keep it until Hera comes out, check out Hera, and then leave.
The new god.
Yeah.
What is she?
Right now, just Hera. Hera, the bitch wife of Zeus.
Either that or she's going to be a serious loser mage.
Yeah, that's possible. Not quite Hades, but definitely very spooky.
Color pink. That is not bright enough. That's too dark. That's too dull.
Oh, there's been data mining for her.
That doesn't
Class
tell me
Mage, Pantheon Greek. Ranged magic.
Because nothing says range like a giant fucking monster statue.
All we know is that her name is Hera and she's going to be a mage.
That's what I find funny.
Not
about
100% on.
Doesn't get buffs from certain mage weapons, and/or can't use certain assassin items because he's a mage. It's like, oh yeah, you know that new sword that just came out?
So really, all we know is Hera, the Queen of the Gods, is going to be a magical crazy bitch. And considering her lore, she's probably going to be one of the more aggressive ones. Because there's a lot of mythology of Hera doing crazy shit because she got really upset at Zeus for nothing. Sometimes it wasn't nothing, but sometimes it was definitely fucking random humans. Or other goddesses, even though they're technically his children. It's Zeus, he doesn't really give a shit. There are instances where she would just get mad at him for the sake of getting mad at him, but it's usually because he just randomly was like, hey, this seems like something I could pork. Zeus, put your cock away. When I'm finished, which is never.
You're never finished. Exactly.
That's my point. We don't even know if she's gonna be like a hyper damage, like if she's gonna be 4 damage, or if for some reason she's gonna have healing abilities or what. All we know is that bitch is crazy. Yeah, she's got Baron style healing abilities where you have to do damage to get the heal off.
And she would still overlook the healer tag.
Yep.
Fuck you.
But she'll do way more damage because Hera probably needs to. That's a lot of damage.
That's a fuck ton of damage. Get over it. No, I refuse. Yeah, Baron, if you
keep in mind, we're now on the turd quest. There's literally a quest in this game where there are 2 fighting poop monsters, and you have to beat them up so that they can want to fight you instead of each other, because the little rat that likes to play with the poop monsters wants his friends to be nice.
I'm sorry, kid, but guess what? Sometimes your friends are just not friends, and they'll never be friends.
So, I think I might have learned a potential exploit. Apparently, if you drop kick off a roof and actually hit something,
fall damage is negated.
Significantly less damage.
Sometimes fall damage is just negated. There's a place in one of the levels later on.
Not negated, but
it depends on the height. If you would take a little bit of damage and you drop kick something on the way down, it'll be negated. If it's too high, sometimes you can make it so you don't die by drop kicking something. Just depends on how the game feels in certain cases. There's an area later on where there's an exploit that you can just not do that area. You can just skip the entire thing, which is awesome because it's a shitty area. Both literally and metaphorically.
Oh, I just realized everything's red and green now, so everything's fucking Christmas colors when Halloween's the next thing. Nice job, Ark.
To be fair, no one really seems to care about Halloween all that much anymore. Well, that sucks.
Getting darker colors on this game is a bad thing, so, I get why they didn't do that, but...
So, I'm doing the anti-design drop thing. I ran into the guys, the chick's like, don't fight them. I'm like, well, why not? And then immediately fucking throw Molotovs at them, kill 2 of them, and then kick the other guy to death.
Yay!
Like, technically, I've secured 2 drops now.
So now, you should be a little bit ahead of me.
Well, it doesn't actually count as securing a drop, sadly. However, I did kill opponents that I'm probably not supposed to fight for some time.
It depends. Did they have guns?
Nope.
You're good.
But they
That's
took
the usual.
an ass walloping.
That's the usual way to find out whether or not you're supposed to fight something at the point you're at is it hitting you from a range? If the answer is no, or it's using like throwing, like if it's using shit you already have access to, it's totally okay for you to be fighting it.
Dropping stuff that is under you, like, not useful to you anymore.
Well, you'll know when we find things we're not supposed to be fighting. It'll be abundantly clear.
You mean like David?
Actually, we are supposed to be fighting them. We're just not supposed to be fighting them often. Like, it's supposed to be one of those things where you see them, and then you have to kind of think, well, would it be do I have the durability and ability to repair my shit enough to where I can kill it? If the answer is no, maybe not.
Or do I have a lot of fucking...
Can I make 13 Molotovs? The answer is no.
I want like 4.
Yeah, it's usually like 2 or 3, but like 2 or 3 with melee.
That will break.
I will break you.
Yeah, me and Riley got Dying Light the other day, just because it's on sale for pretty cheap, and we split the price, so it was even cheaper.
Fair enough.
So, alternatively, that game has a lot of new stuff that wasn't there when me and you played it, Kiva.
Well, yeah, because we literally beat the game and then the fucking multiplayer dropped, which was crap. And
I mean,
spaghetti about it.
I mean,
and
they added
like 2 or 3 DLCs after that.
They added gameplay mechanics that were there before. Like that, there's some things that weren't there before when we were playing that are there now that give you a bit more to do. Like there are races. Me and Riley finally found out why you should use the versus system, where it's like, hey, plant a marker on the map and then see who. Yeah, a little bit. They made it so that it's originally when me and you were going, when it was me, you, and Grim, there would be instances where it was like, oh, you do a versus, and then it was
the monster was too overpowered, or the monster
not the PvP versus, the like. Co-op versus, where it's like, hey, you're both on a team, but see who can do X thing better, or faster, or whatever. Those things used to be, like, for the, hey, you can get money for beating this, it was usually, you would take
not
some
enough
of theirs.
Yeah.
Now it's, you get whatever on top of what you, like, you can earn. You only earn, you don't lose anything. So in that way, it is balanced quite a bit.
Yeah, like the invasion shit annoyed me. It's like,
and then
this could be a really cool concept, except for the
and
fact
then they
that
added like races, like parkour races, so that you can do that.
I'm surprised those things weren't in there in the beginning.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a standard, like after Mirror's Edge, that's one of the main things you focus your shit around.
I have no idea where this airdrop is. I'm looking for the fucking parachute part, but I am just not finding it.
I need to look at slime coloring, because apparently I can't find the right color for this shit. That's a kind of pink I'm looking for. Although it's kind of glittery, but still. I can ignore the glitter.
All that glitters is gold.
It does have an eye drop. Oh. How does one get...
How do I shot web? You will get the mysterious digital faces treasure. and see if I have any memory ups.
That's not what I want. I want the actual, like, folder with the image is in. Really.
A case from Date, or rather, she's demanding my presence. Kind of the same thing.
Same thing. Job done.
Job will do fine.
Wait, no, I did want to open it. Because, yeah, the file won't do anything for me. I'm sorry, what? Fatal system error. That's for a photo? I'm not sure how the fuck that happens.
Don't question it.
It's just loading a JPEG. Why the fuck would that break the system?
Consider my laptop and how bad it is. That might break my system.
Can I, like, drag and drop something onto it?
Maybe. Depends on what you're trying to do.
Copy. Here. Import. Import as a sprite sheet or as a single image. An image.
Are you making a like a still background, and then your sprites in front?
Input things combined with the sprite or replace your
Kiva?
sprite. I don't want to do either of those. Huh? What?
Are you trying to make like a still background, and then?
No, I'm trying to get a specific color for my slime, because I don't actually do color palettes very well. I usually just ignore color.
He was colorblind. Yay!
No, not colorblind. It's just I hate
Color retarded.
and making them work correctly.
I like color retarded.
Instead of
probably
bothering
because
with
I am.
making them work or not work and then getting yelled at for it later, I just ignore it because it's easier to do it like that.
Come on.
I need to do those too. Here's layers. Just add a layer. There we
Data
go.
lettuce. You guys excited to do the thing out tomorrow? The Destiny video? Unless we want to do one tonight.
We'll replace the current animation. Are you sure you want to continue? No. Combine it. Sure, whatever.
If you guys want to do the Destiny thing tonight and then tomorrow, just to do more of it.
Possible.
So, in other words, that is something you need help with.
What?
Last time when we were playing Dying Light, and you said that seems fucking impossible. It was just I need help with it, which was getting into Ghazi's house.
Yeah, but that's
which
fucking
can suck a
retarded,
duck.
and that guy can fucking eat a cock, and I hope he gets executed. No, it was the fucking, hey, you did the supply drop thing, now fucking run from these demon creatures that you can't possibly lose, apparently.
Those are the volatiles.
Yeah, they're also
I'm
impossible
excited.
for me to lose.
You're so you know the blue flashlight?
Yeah, the one I have but can't activate.
Should be your L2,
what?
like your thing to throw firecrackers. That. Same button.
You're fucking kidding.
It's you swap between firecrackers and that when you get it. And you can use that against volatiles, which make them not eat your face.
I also love how I spawned in a safe house. There's no bed for me to rest in, apparently.
The not so safe house.
That's dumb. What's the point of a safe house if you're not allowed to be safe?
It's the not so safe house.
It's so
And
stupid.
while I'm in here, there is a bed, 2 beds, a bunk bed, that's 3, 4, and there's a sofa I could lay in.
But it doesn't have a
But,
bed, so
you know, I'm not allowed to sleep.
I'm not allowed to sleep anywhere but the bed. And I don't even have a
which
hurt
there
back.
are like 12 of.
Weird.
I'm
Are they
just not
unk
allowed to
beds?
sleep in
Does this
general.
Fallout? It's owned by a dead guy, so you can't sleep in it. But they're dead. So it's not owned anymore because they can't own things, they're dead.
I mean, some of the zombies are technically dead, but they still own
that's
things.
Different. That's called mutated. That's not dead.
But they're zombies, Kiba. Brains and shit.
They need to fucking return to the power.
Oh my god, you look terrifying when you have no eyeballs. Ew.
Generally, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Usually a body needs eyes in order for it to not be mortifying.
For a second there was a fucking baby.
That's why skeletons are creepy, because there's nothing in those eye holes.
You say that.
There are nothing in those eye holes, Cleva.
That just means they have less expressions. Same thing with smiling. They can't smile.
I mean, they can kind of smile, it's just you won't know.
They have no cheeks.
Yeah, they can kind of smile, you just won't know.
Also, that requires muscles to smile, by the by.
You saying they got no game?
I never said anything of the sort. I don't know what you're on about. Actually, all the things here I actually don't. I have no idea what you're on about.
Even while Erica's in the hospital, she's still faster than everyone else in this game.
Pathetic. Simply pathetic.
Her mind is internet, but...
Okay, that's kind of cheating.
She has, she had this accident when she was super young, so now, her brain's limiters don't exist. So,
limiter removal.
Effectively, which has the same effect as limiter removal of if at the end of turn some bitchin' stuff doesn't happen, you lose a lot of things. If you don't win, you lose. Unless you can get some big badass on board using this stuff before it dies. But, in her case, if limiter removal goes through and you don't win, she dies. Which is bad. So they made it so that her mind is internet. Like her brain is uploaded to the computer. It depends. As of where we are right now in the game, it's totally okay. Later on, maybe not.
Hey, look, now you have a timer on this mission because she's about
it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's kind of like it's something I don't want to spoil, but God damn it, why? This has always been disappointing to me. The police officer has a Lopmon, not one of the doggo Digimon. The bunny. She has a horny rabbit.
Skill.
I'm not wrong. It has 3 horns.
Skill.
It's also female, apparently.
Skill, you're forgetting one very important thing. Star Ocean Bun Buns.
Yes, but this is not a Star Ocean Bun Bun. This is a tri-horned rabbit with pink and brown fur and huge eyes.
I don't even remember what they were called in Star Ocean.
I think they're just called Bun Bun.
I don't know if they even have a name. Well, they had
Look
to.
it up.
They had
Look
a
it up,
race
my dude.
section in that game. Yeah.
Look it up, my
I have the
dude.
strategy guide. Let me just look that shit.
Let me go look up my guide. Closet.
My
Where's my book?
It's not my closet. It's sitting right here. It's also way smaller than I thought it was. It's funny because I didn't even know I got this from Graham because I kept always using the internet version.
I like how much shit you have from him that you just don't know that's where you got it from.
I mean, I have like an entire box full of really
like half a
old,
PS1 collection. Bunch of magazines, apparently. The strategy guide for a Star Ocean game. You have a bunch of stuff and you have no idea where it came from. You're like, I don't remember getting this, but it's heckin' useful.
He said he didn't want to take it with him, so he left it. He said if I
everything
wanted it,
he left, he left to you.
I mean, I'm not gonna not take them.
I'm not gonna say no. That'd be rude.
I mean, sort of.
When you mumble, it just makes you seem even more passive.
I'm just not gonna take it. dick.
Attack of the Bumblebees.
Look in the book, because
Oh,
I'm
right.
pretty sure I know exactly
Items.
where to look for that name of that
With
race.
the X.
Because it has a race.
Race,
And there
race.
is a race minigame involving them.
It's the race of races that you have to race.
We'll start until the end of time. Here we go, boys.
At the end of time.
Should you be closer to
I mean, if we still actually had it downloaded, which I'm fairly certain neither of us do, we could just look at the item we have in Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness.
No, that was just like the bunny signet ring or something. We didn't have its name on it. This is not it. We're starting into the items, so options are not what I need. That's too far. That's the secret dungeon.
Hip hop, hip it to the hip, into the hip, hip hop, and you don't stop.
This is the end of the game.
Oh shit, I just remembered. I don't know if I have to pay to pick something up from the mail office. I'm hoping the answer is no, but I don't know.
You shouldn't have to.
Okay. That'd be good. I just heard Date yell Namaste very aggressively.
Namaste, Masada, Namaste.
Usually Namaste is like thank you or something like that. Not something that can be yelled aggressively.
Security for. Okay, so here is.
I will slay you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice. Can you be any louder for the love of Christ?
Yes.
Not you. Fucking somebody's outside rubbing their engine for no goddamn reason.
Roar, Zabimir.
So the blacksmith please.
Roar, Nosferatu.
I love that.
I don't
guy.
want
I
to.
think this skips it. That's me.
Makiko, open it. Okay.
21 is the name of the organization.
It's a booby trap.
Which means it should be. The 21 is the final spot.
Already.
Back to that person.
Mysterious cop question mark?
Which one
Doop boop boo doop doo doo doo. Boop 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 doo boop doo boo.
Okay, this
Little bunny transforms into bigger bunny.
harder than I thought. This
Skipping
is
an
a
evolution
long
because warp digivolve.
characters, factors, bonus dungeon,
Date, who should make her Lopbon go to Terugimon first, decides, fuck it, bigger bunny.
character stuff.
I'm going to skip a stage.
So this is part of the main thing. There it is.
Now the bunny will help us battle. Battle Bun Bun.
Its name is literally Bunny. However, it's called
However,
the bunny races. That is the question at hand. Also, in fucking Star Ocean until the end of time we talk.
Doop boop bop ba dee boop a doop boop boop ba da ba dee boop ba dee da ba dee doo 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 dee 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 bum 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 bum.
Guide shouldn't skip over the minigames. There's some good stuff in it.
God should only skip the
Well, there's certain materials you can only get by doing the bunny race.
Such
And
as?
There's a strategy.
Such
some
as?
of the
Give us an
materials you
example.
need for like the final
Bunny
end game items that are not shit from the extra dungeon. Which I would consider a private action, but I'll look just in case. Ah, here we go. Minigames and side quests. So that's the chest minigame. The levels and layouts and how to beat them.
That
It is
seems
just called the bunny
cheesy.
races. Alright, so they are just called bunnies.
The bunnies.
I could have sworn they had an actual race name, but I guess not. They're just
It's
bunnies.
the bunnies.
Even though they're totally different from the bunnies we have in the real world. I would love to have a bunny the size of a fucking chocobo.
No, you would not. That is a lot of rabbit
Yes,
food.
I would.
That is a lot of rabbit food.
I don't care.
That is an expensive amount of rabbit food.
Yeah, and guess what? They eat grass and other sort of things that can be found in the wild and don't actually require
So
any money.
you're going to tell your giant bunny friend, hey, mow my lawn with your face.
No, that's mean.
I'm not wrong, though. That is technically
That's
what you are
fucking
saying.
mean.
That is what you are telling it.
No, I'm saying I'm going to take it out and we're going to find some good stuff in the forest out back.
But what you are
Find out what you wanna eat.
the general implication is, if the big bunny gets hungry and you don't want it to go on an adventure alone in the forest and it's too late
not
for you to
gonna
go
let
with
it
it,
go alone,
you're gonna
you
tell
stupid.
yeah, if it's too late for you to go with the bunny is hungry, you're gonna tell it to mow your lawn because there's grass there that it can eat. That's how lawns work.
It's just gonna eat grass. It can eat berries and things. I'm sure it probably prefers those more than grass. I assume it's not like a horse.
Because I guess you're fucking growing blueberry bushes outside your fucking window.
I don't know what the hell grows in my backyard. There's a fucking forest back there,
That
dude.
should be something you should.
Backyard.
At the point when it's a forest, I don't think it's your backyard anymore. I think it's the forest
No, it's
behind
my
my
backyard.
house.
It's behind my house, so it's, in my backyard. Because I don't actually have a backyard, so that is my backyard. No one can tell me otherwise. They can't tell me no. They can't tell me I can't go back there.
They're not going to tell you you can, though. They're just going to tell you, hey,
Never gonna
maybe,
ask.
maybe.
never gonna ask, so I'll
You're
never
never going to ask. You're just going to go do stuff without.
And this is how people end up flying for
Well, as I said, I'll never find the body. We're outside Inga. Okay, bingo. Bingo.
Your dog has so much more chill than mine.
She's a good girl. Aside from my
Derpy's
mom.
good. He's got no chill.
Derpy. And
Yeah.
a tiny dog, which means he's immediately aggressive.
He is not that tiny. He's not big, but he's not small.
Smaller the dog, the more aggressive they are.
Yes,
by
Henry is
nature.
incredibly aggressive. He is also incredibly small. He's kind of an a-hole, yeah.
Alright, let me go get
Tomahawk Stinger, that does more damage. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Die! Transcendent Sword. Yahtzee. Wonder what will happen if I use...
fucking door open, but
Riggedy waggedy woogity boop. Alright, Tomahawk Stinger. Cross counter. Shit. Oh shit, my window's the one that's... Out of all the windows, look throughout the house, shut all the windows, forgot to shut mine. My room's...
Zombie in the castle.
Yahtzee.
Stabbed again in the asshole. Third time.
Can we call for...
And now it's
Will
stabbing
you
in
see
the face.
for yourself?
No, 'cause that's called suicide.
That depends on if it's actually working. If it's a dud, nothing happens, and you're just very sad.
Yeah, the likelihood of it being a dud is very unlikely. You're rolling a very, very small dice roll. You've got a lot of ones on that dice.
Wouldn't it be a very big dice roll?
No, it'd be a very small one because the likely chance of
And
you
if it was
actually
small,
getting...
it would increase the chances of you getting that.
Yeah, so would it be like a...
Not if most of
If it was like a... If it was...
them are all
Well,
ones.
here's the thing though, Kiva. If
How
it's,
many
say...
fucking dice do you know, Kiva, that are all ones?
Trick dice. That's literally it.
Yeah, ones that are literally all ones.
Real dice, if you have a real dice and you're gonna roll it for something like that, then it would be anything. If
you mean a real die.
Probably be 100. Which, by the way, a D100. I assume D100s exist.
I think 25 is the highest I've seen, but like
is normal.
Yeah.
20s is
D20 is the base. 25 I think exists, but they're not commonly used.
Common.
D5s exist, but nobody uses them. Like they don't really have as much use as a normal 6-sided die or D10.
As expected.
But I think D25 exists, and that would be anything above roll or anything below rolling like a 15 would be considered terrible. Anything above that, holy crap! It would probably be more like, did you roll a 20? 20 to 25, you're good. Anything below 20, yeah, you're probably gonna die.
That would be considering the fact that duds don't happen very often unless something has forced them to become a dud, like being waterlogged.
Or
the
intense cool.
likelihood of it actually being a dud is very slim.
Well, I think with that, once we end this quest, that will be it for this stream. Maybe not the most interesting stream, apologize about that, but we did make a little bit of progression. So,
Yay, progress.
we watched Date's Digimon go from a small bunny to a bunny bigger than a person.
So it is a bun the size of Chocobo.
Kinda. Just it can turn its hands into axes.
Just because its hands are axes doesn't mean you can't ride it.
I mean, yeah, season, I want to say 2 that happens, but that doesn't make it a good idea. You get whiplash like crazy if you ride on top of that giant-ass bunny.
Say that. There's some pretty rickety ones.
Scott's more about the whip and a lot less about the lash.
I don't know what that means. That is a genuinely confusing statement. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. Comment, like, subscribe, hit the stupid little bell. And check out the links in the description below to Facebook, Discord, and Patreon. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.